Hi, I'm Liz Potter. I'm the Director of Development at Civic Nebraska.
And I'm Adam Morfeld. I'm the Executive Director and founder of Civic Nebraska and also a Nebraska State Senator.
And we just want to thank the Durham Museum and the Smithsonian Institute for giving us a chance to talk about Nebraska's democracy. Today we're coming from the Warner Chamber here in the state capital of Nebraska. This is one of the centers for democracy that we get to experience every day. Adam, can you tell us about some of that history?
Sure, Liz. So Nebraska is very unique in the fact that up until the 1930s, much like other states, we had a House of Representatives and a Senate. But then back in the 1920s or so, George Norris, a famous U.S. Senator from Nebraska, decided that he wanted to make Nebraska the most transparent and nonpartisan legislature in the country. And so in the 1930s, the Nebraska voters decided to amend their constitution to eliminate one house of our legislature and make it a one-house legislature, which is where we're at today. This used to be the old Senate chamber and now is a ceremonial and committee room and is used mostly just to present different awards, but then also hold hearings to the public on important legislative issues before the state.
That makes us really unique comparatively to the rest of the country, Adam. Can you tell us more about that?
Yeah, well, as a state senator, I'm one of only 49 state senators. And what makes the Nebraska legislature so unique is our accessibility. So first, every single bill has to have a public hearing where the public can tell us what they like about a bill, what they don't like about a bill, or just give us information in general. And so every single bill has the opportunity for public feedback and public comment. In addition, since we're only one house and I'm only one of 49 state senators, I'm incredibly accountable to the public. I can't blame my vote or something else on a different house of the legislature because there's only one house. So it makes us much more accessible, it makes us more transparent. And not only that, due to George Norris's vision for creating the one house legislature, it also makes it so that we're nonpartisan and not beholden to the parties. Because when I run for election, there's no party affiliation by my name.
Obviously, if you want to be involved as a citizen in our government, it's really easy to do so.
Yeah, and one of the great things about the Nebraska legislature is that we're nonpartisan. And by being nonpartisan, it's less about the political parties and more about your individual constituents, which gives people more power. And that gives them the opportunity to come down to the Capitol, not as a Democrat or a Republican or anything else in between, but as a citizen who wants to talk to their elected official and address issues that are important to them.
Citizens' involvement in our democracy goes beyond just the State House. What are some ways that we can participate more in our democracy, Adam?
Well, one of the biggest ways is you can, number one, contact your senator like we talked earlier. But if you feel like your legislature isn't necessarily being responsive to you the way that you want to, we have the initiative petition process. And since 1912, we've addressed everything from soldiers' bonuses to affordable health care to even seatbelts on the ballot, which is pretty amazing to be able to have that ability. We're one of the few states in the country where you can actually create the law as a citizen if you collect enough signatures to put something on the ballot. And it's an amazing way to be involved in a direct way, whether you sign a petition or whether you actually start that process and get something on the ballot to be created as a law in our Constitution or in our state statutes.
What else makes democracy unique in Nebraska?
Well, first, Nebraska is one of only 2 states in the entire country where we split our electoral college. And in the electoral college, those are the votes that actually decide who becomes president. So in Nebraska, in 2008, for instance, Barack Obama and John McCain were running against each other. And John McCain got the 1st and 3rd congressional district votes in Nebraska, while Barack Obama got the 2nd congressional district vote for president. Now, in other states, it's winner take all. So we're one of only 2 states, Maine being the other one, where you can have a split electoral vote, which means that each individual Nebraskan's vote matters more so than in other states.
What are some other direct ways we can be involved in our democracy?
Well, that's a good question, Liz. There's a lot of different ways that you can be involved in your democracy. First, if you're old enough to register to vote, register to vote. Make sure that you inform yourself on the issues and then get out and vote. And you can find out where you should vote, and you can register to vote both online or by calling your election commissioner. Second, if you're not old enough to register to vote, you can still be involved and have your voice heard. Attend a rally, go do a march, go contact your elected official either by email or letter or phone call and let them know how you feel about different issues. And you shouldn't stop just at voting or making your voice heard. Also consider running for office. It's a true honor to be able to represent your friends, neighbors, and family members as an elected official making decisions day to day and informing and engaging your electorate. Either way, democracy is not a spectator sport. Get involved and take action today.